Okay, so now today we are going to talk about the Electrolux refrigeration system. Okay, so let me introduce it. So we have seen that in BCRC and vapor absorption refrigeration system, we were using either single refrigerant or a combination of a refrigerant and an absorbent. In case of vapor absorption system, we have talked about ammonia and H2O system, in which ammonia was the refrigerant used and water was the absorbent that was used in that case. In this case, in case of Electrolux refrigeration system, three fluids are used, means it is a three fluid refrigeration system. And what are those three fluids? These are namely, first two are same as that of vapor absorption with ammonia, that is ammonia is working as refrigerant over here, and the H2O, that is water, second is H2O, that is working as absorbent here. So these two applications are similar to that of vapor absorption refrigeration system, similar to VARS. Okay, but the third thing that is added here is the H2, that is the hydrogen. Okay, now it is used as an inert gas here. What is its main purpose, we will discuss. Okay, now here a law comes into play that will be used throughout its discussion, that is the Dalton's law of partial pressure. Okay, now what does Dalton's law show? Dalton's law of partial pressure. Dalton's law of partial pressure, what does it indicate? It show, it says that the pressure in the evaporator is equal to individual pressure of ammonia plus individual pressure of hydrogen gas. So it shows that if let us say this is the evaporator vessel, then in this case, let us say if the P total is around 10.5 bar, and it contains this is, let us say, ammonia gas in black shading, and in by blue dots I am representing the hydrogen. So what does Dalton's law say? Dalton's law say that the total pressure of 10.5 bar is applied by sharing the pressure in both ammonia and hydrogen, means they both individually apply pressures. Okay, so let us say this ammonia apply 5 bar pressure and hydrogen apply 5.5 bar pressure. Okay, so if we increase the pressure of hydrogen in this evaporator, the ammonia pressure would reduce for keeping the total pressure constant. Okay, so this is the application of using hydrogen over here. We are using hydrogen for evaporating the ammonia at a lower pressure. Okay, but the total evaporator pressure of the evaporator will remain constant. Okay, so let me write it over here, that the need of using hydrogen is that the ammonia evaporates at PNH3, that is pressure of ammonia, instead of evaporator pressure P evaporator. Why? Because the partial pressure of hydrogen comes into play, so that the pressure applied due to ammonia gets reduced. Okay, so it is a three fluid system, and another advantage of this Electrolux refrigeration system is that it involves no moving parts. No moving parts are there. No moving parts are involved in there, so there are no chances of leakage. No chances of leakage. And hydrogen being the lightest gas, so its circulation is also easy. Okay, now I have already told you that this hydrogen is used to increase the circulation of ammonia, or to other property that is very much beneficial for us is that ammonia has this hydrogen, it is non corrosive. Non corrosive means that it will not corrode the containers or the tubes through which it is being circulated. And another property is that it is insoluble in water. Insoluble in water. That means it will act as an inert gas, that we have already mentioned in the starting. It is non-corrosive and insoluble in water. Okay. And what we will be doing throughout the whole process, we will be keeping the total pressure constant throughout the whole pressure. So this is the key point that need to be remembered. Okay, this key point is that the total pressure is same throughout the whole system. This is the key principle behind this Electrolux refrigeration system. And the third fluid, that is hydrogen or the inert gas, that mainly remains in the evaporator, and its purpose is that to reduce the partial pressure of ammonia, so that ammonia evaporate at a much lower pressure and hence low temperature. Okay, so now we will discuss by using a particular diagram for the working of this Electrolux refrigeration system. Okay, so let me draw the diagram. Simultaneously I will be explaining too. Okay, so in it also we would be using a generator, and the purpose of generator we already know. It is used to actually evaporate or vaporize the solution that contains refrigerant ammonia and water. Okay, now after him being heated from the generator, it goes to this water separator. This is water separator. Now after this water separator, it goes to the condenser, because now the vapors are in pure form. So let us say here we are having the condenser. After condenser, it goes to the evaporator. Here we are having the evaporator, and let us say here the absorber is located. This is the absorber, and we all know that absorber would be containing the solution, so I am making it by this black dash. Okay, now in the evaporator there is mainly ammonia and hydrogen mixture is there. Okay, this mixture passes to the absorber, and hydrogen is circulated back to the evaporator. Okay, this is the hydrogen gas that circulates back to the evaporator, and in the evaporator we will be having ammonia and hydrogen mixture is there. Okay, ammonia and hydrogen mixture is there. From condenser, ammonia liquid will be coming, which would vaporize after taking the heat from the substance to be cooled. Okay, and from here the weak solution of ammonia would drop back to the absorber. This is ammonia in H2O, and this is the weak solution. Weak solution here refers to the concentration, that ammonia's concentration in water is now less, and this absorber then again circulates this ammonia and water solution to this generator. This is the strong solution. And from generator the ammonia vapors plus water would be coming out, and this is the water separator here. And so now we have mentioned all the required things and only from here heat transfer is taking place. Heat transfer is taking place. So now let me brief it in a short time. Okay, so what is actually happening? This Electrolux refrigeration is similar to the vapor absorption refrigeration system. The key difference is the use of hydrogen as an inert gas over here. Okay, now similar to the vapor absorption refrigeration system, we are having a generator and absorber over here. In the absorber, the weak solution of ammonia refrigerant is present, which is circulated to the generator, but we are not using a pump over here. Okay, it is circulated due to the pressure difference. We would talk about this point in the next video. Okay, now from the generator, what happens? Heat is supplied, and because heat is supplied, so ammonia and water solution gets vaporized, and this vaporized solution goes to this water separator. In this water separator, water is separated out, and ammonia vapors only passes to the condenser. Okay, now from this condenser, after rejecting heat, let us say QC amount of heat is rejected, in the ammonia converts into the liquid form and goes to the evaporator, and from evaporator it absorbs heat. Let us say QE amount of heat is absorbed from the substance that is to be cooled, and in the evaporator already H2 is present, and what does H2 serves? H2 applies pressure to the walls of the evaporator, and it reduces the partial pressure of the ammonia, and that's why the ammonia is able to evaporate at a lower temperature and lower pressure. Okay, and so it gets evaporated, and refrigeration is done, and this ammonia and hydrogen then now circulates back to the absorber, and as hydrogen is insolvent, or it does not dissolve in the water, so hydrogen gas is circulated back to the evaporator. So hydrogen gas is confined only to evaporator and absorber space. It does not move to any other space. This is the hydrogen confinement, you can say. This is the hydrogen confinement. Okay, and this ammonia flows back to the this weak solution of ammonia which is present in the water separator. It drops back into the absorber. So this is the basic working of the Electrolux refrigeration system, and we would be looking over its properties in the next video in detail. Thank you.